I'm teacher Viviana. We're jumping now into week number 7. In this week, we're going to check some things about Bible, handwriting, focus, math, and phonics. On Bible, we're going to check lessons 18 until 20, handwriting, page only 28, focus, pages 37 until 42, math, pages 41 until 44, and phonics, pages 33 until 4. From a squirrel. Mr. and Mrs. Vick had gone to a Christian camp retreat for the weekend. Kate was so excited. Mom and Dad had brought her, along with Sam and Josh, to visit Grandma and Grandpa Vick's home in the country. While Josh and Sam were helping Grandma clean up the barn, Kate was baking cookies with Grandma in the big country kitchen. Kate worked happily at rolling the peanut butter cookie dough into small, round balls and placing them in neat rows on the cookie sheet. Grandma showed her how to take a fork, dip it into some flour, place it on top of each ball, and then press lightly to flatten it on the cookie sheet. They sang together as they worked. Father, we thank thee for the night. Suddenly, Grandma hurried over to the window and called, "Come here quickly, Kate." Kate joined her by the window and looked out at the big farmyard where Grandma was pointing. There she saw a brown bushy-tailed squirrel with a large black walnut in his mouth. The nut was so big that it stuck out all around the squirrel's mouth. The little fellow was jumping first one way and then another, back and forth, stopping briefly here and there as if to look and listen and smell. "What is he doing, Grandma?" Kate asked. "He's looking for a place to hide his nut in the ground. He will hide many more nuts and fruits and seeds. Then when winter comes, he will dig them up and eat them," Grandma answered. They stood together quietly as the squirrel began digging into the ground with his front paws. Soon he dropped the nut from his mouth into the hole and quickly pushed her the dirt and leaf back over it. Kate looked very serious and thoughtful. Finally she said, "But how will he ever know where to look for his nuts? They are so big, and if he hides even more, I just don't see how he can find them all." "God made squirrels in a very special way," Grandma told her. "He gave them an instinct that causes them to do things the way they do even though they do not have the kind of brain that people have to help them think. God has a special plan and purpose for all of His creation and for His world. He had made everything beautiful in His time. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made." God's love, sin and salvation. God sees my sin. God created Adam and Eve different from anything else that He made, different from all of the plants and all the animals in His world. God made Adam out of the dust of the earth. God made Eve from a rib, a bone from Adam's body. The Bible tells us that God made Adam and Eve like Himself. God gave them minds so that they could learn and think. Each one of us has a mind. Your mind helps you learn. You can use your mind to listen and learn to think. You can use your mind to choose to obey God. God also gave Adam and Eve souls. Each of you has a soul. A soul is a part of you that no one but God can see. Your soul will live forever. If you believe in God, your soul will live forever with Him in heaven, and you will want to do what He says in His Word. God made Adam and Eve like Himself in another way too. He made them without sin. Sin is doing what God tells us not to do, and sin is also not doing what God tells us to do. The first man and woman were created holy, like God, without sin. They were kind and helpful. They never did anything wrong. They did not steal or tell lies. They knew God and they lived God's way. These first people whom God made were very happy. God had given them a beautiful garden home to live in it. They could walk in the garden home and even talk to God. They could hear God talk to them. They had everything they need. God was so good to them. God created Adam and Eve to love Him. He wanted them to show Him how much they love Him by obeying Him. So He told Adam and Eve that they could use everything in her beautiful garden home. They could eat the fruit from all the trees except for one. God said, "You may not eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil." God made Adam and Eve just like himself, perfect, without sin, with minds to think and with souls that will live forever. He gave them a perfect garden home where they could know and live God's way. Adam and Eve disobeyed God. God has an enemy called Satan. Satan does not love and serve God. Satan does not want anybody to love and serve God. Satan had been watching God. He saw God create the world. He saw God create Adam and Eve. And he heard God tell Adam and Eve about the fruit tree in the garden. One day, Satan made himself look like a beautiful snake, and he came to Eve in her garden home. Satan said, "Did God say you could eat all of the trees in the garden?" Eve said, We may eat all of the trees in the garden except one. God said we could not eat fruit from the tree that grows in the middle of the garden. If we do not obey God, He will punish us. Well, Satan says, God won't really punish you if you eat fruit from that tree. God doesn't want you to eat the fruit of that tree because it will make you as great as He. Satan told Eve, don't listen to God. Don't believe what He says. Do what you want to do. Did Eve listen to Satan? Yes, she did. She believed Satan. Eve looked at the tree. That looks good, she thought. I will see what really happens if I do eat some of the fruit. I will do what I want to do, not what God tells me to do. Eve did an awful thing. She disobeyed God. She did what God told her not to do. She picked some fruit and ate it. She gave some to Adam, and he ate it too. They both did what they want to do. Adam and Eve both disobeyed God. They both did what God told them not to do. They both sinned. Now Adam and Eve knew that they were sinners. They knew that God would have to punish them. They had thrown an act in their own way instead of God's way. They were so unhappy and so sad. They could not talk to God or walk with God in their garden home. Do you think God was sad? Yes, God was very sad. God told them they will have to leave their beautiful garden home. Now, they will have to work hard to find food to eat. They will have sickness and sadness. They will have to die someday. Adam and Eve, our first parents, had sinned. They had disobeyed God. They had done what God told them not to do. They needed a savior from the sin. Okay, in these lessons we're going to learn about the number 9. We're going to identify and draw pictures with 9 objects, and we'll practice writing the number 1. So we have to count first. 9 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now we're going to count with our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, here we have the number 9. To write it, we need to begin near to the top, swing around to touch, and drop. Again, begin near to the top, swing around to touch, and drop. Here we have 9 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to put an X on 9 seats in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Here the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to color 9 windows on the hen house with the color yellow. So we're going to count 9 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, now we're going to circle each pasture with 9 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sheep. We're going to circle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No, we're looking for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Here's the other one. We're going to count the farm animals with your teacher. Here we have cows. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 cows. Hens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hens. Fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pigs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheep. Now we're going to review and write each number. Number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. Okay, now we're going to learn about the number 10. We're going to identify and draw pictures with 10 objects, and we'll practice writing the number 10. So we're going to count 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Count 10 with our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 fingers. Number 10, first we need to drop. Then we need to begin near to the top, swing around to touch. Again, going to drop, then begin near to the top, swing around to touch. We're going to count 10 cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here, Jesus healed 10 lepers. We're going to complete the sentence. There were 10 lepers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to write here number 10. Only one leper was thankful. Number 1. So you need to color them. You need to color the lepers any color you want. In this case, we're going to color it red. That's the only one who was thankful with Jesus. And the other ones, we can put it in orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now we're going to count the animals and write the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to review and write the number that comes after. After 3 comes 4. After 9, it comes number 10. Here, we're going to write the number that comes before. Before 2, it comes number 1. And before 6, it comes number 5. Okay, in the first pictures, we're going to read and write the sentence. Sit here. So we're going to put an S, an I, and a T. Sit here. Remember, uppercase H and the rest of the word. In these pictures, we're going to read and repeat. It is here. Wes sits in it. Wes wins. Again, sit here. It is here. Wes sits in it and Wes wins. Okay, here's the same thing. The first picture we're going to read and rewrite. The hen. Uppercase T, H-E, uppercase H, E, and N. The hen. Here, the hen is wet. She is here. The hen sits. The hen. The hen is wet. She is here. And the hen sits. Okay, we're going to read the wet story. This is a story as a woman hurries through the rain. A man with an umbrella offers to share. Soon they are joined by a boy with a butterfly net and a hen, who also takes shelter under his umbrella. When the umbrella is blown inside out, they all get wet. What is wet? She is wet. Where do you think the lady has been? Shopping. What do you think the lady brought? Groceries or a birthday present for someone? Why do you think the man has an umbrella? Maybe he checked the weather and knew it was going to rain. What does the man do for the lady? He shares his umbrella with her. What is wet? His net is wet. What does the boy have? The boy has a net. How do you think the boy feels? Maybe he feels sad. What do you see in this picture? The man holding his umbrella over the lady and the boy with the net. Who is sharing the umbrella? The man. What is wet? The hen is wet. How many people do you see? 1, 2, and 3. What is happening now? The man is holding his umbrella over the lady, the boy with a net, and the hen. What is wet? She is wet. His net is wet, and the hen is wet. What is happening now in this picture? The wind has blown the umbrella inside out. Who got wet? Everyone got wet. Okay, let's go into write the sentence, I hit it. First, we need to write the uppercase I, then the word hit. H, I, remember the dot, and T. Remember the space between each word. Then the word it. I, with a dot, the T.
Brush your teeth. We need to brush our teeth twice a day for 3 minutes, floss our teeth, visit the dentist twice a year, Eat lots of fruits and vegetables. The proper way to brush our teeth is like up like a tree, down to my knee, back and forth like the wave of the sea. Again, up like a tree, down to my knee, back and forth like the wave of the sea.
Hey, welcome to a great day in exploring science, and I hope you're having a good day. If you are having a great day, you can let me know by smiling. Yes, let me see those teeth. Oh, yes, looking good. Did you know that not all of your teeth are exactly the same? And even animals have different types of teeth based on the types of foods they eat. Some are very wide and flat, and some are much sharper. You know, your mouth is a very important part of your body, and keeping your teeth healthy helps to keep your whole body healthy. There are several things you can do to keep your teeth healthy. First, you should brush your teeth every day, actually 2 times every day, in the morning and before bed. You also need to eat your fruits and your vegetables. Now, let's talk about how we brush our teeth, all right? A toothbrush is very important for brushing your teeth. Hard to brush your teeth without a toothbrush, all right? You have lots of different surfaces inside your mouth. The first part of your teeth you need to make sure you brush are the outsides of your teeth. Now, when you brush the outsides of your teeth, you want to make sure that you get the toothbrush pointed in at your teeth. You're going to push it inside your cheek and then brush on the outside. You're going to switch sides, and again, make sure they're pointed at your teeth. You're going to push your cheek out, this is so silly. And you're going to do it again on the outside. Great work. All right, the next part of your teeth that you need to brush are the insides of your teeth. All right, so for this one, you have to open your teeth apart and push it inside. And brush the inside on the top. And the other side, you want to make sure you get them all. And then we're going to do the bottoms. All right, after you get the insides and the outsides of your teeth, you want to make sure you get the backs of your teeth. All right, now this is kind of silly. What you're doing for this one, you're putting the toothbrush in right there. And you're going to get the top, and you're going to get the bottom. All right, great work. And the last part of your teeth you want to make sure you get are the tops of your flat teeth, because there's all kinds of cracks and grooves in there that you want to make sure you clean out. So for this, you're putting your toothbrush like straight up and down and you're getting the tops. And then when you do the top teeth, you're actually pushing the bristles up and getting your teeth that way. All right, now let me show you this another way, because I know it's kind of hard to see inside my mouth. All right, here we have a model of a mouth. And so when we want to brush the outsides of your teeth, you want to make sure you brush all along the outside, all along. And then we did the insides next. And so for the insides, you're getting the insides, and you want to make sure you get all the way to the very back. And then we talked about getting behind your front teeth, okay? So that's up here. So that's where you're holding the toothbrush and getting these surfaces. And then the last part we talked about were the tops of the teeth in the back, because there's lots of crevices. And you can even see on this tooth how it's not flat. It's kind of bumpy, and it's got these deep kind of parts in the middle. And so you want to make sure that you get down in there, because you don't want food to get stuck down in there, okay, where it's hard to get out, because that could cause a cavity. All right, so you're making sure we're brushing all the surfaces of the teeth so all of your teeth are nice and clean. Now, what happens if you don't brush your teeth? Well, your teeth can actually get very dirty. Now, I did something earlier today. I put this egg inside some cola drink, and when I pull it out, oh, gross. You can see that cola drink stained that tooth. You can see how it's white on the top where it wasn't in there, and then it's dark on the bottom. And so by brushing your teeth, you can actually help to get rid of some of that color, okay? You can see it's starting to come a little bit clean where I'm brushing, all right? See how we got a nice white spot back from where the brown was, okay? I can do it again a little bit so we can see. See how it's all nasty and dark? And then as I start to brush, it's actually cleaning off that cola, all right? And so we want to make sure we're taking very, very good care of our teeth because we don't want them to get stained. See how it's nice and clean again? All right. Another healthy habit is to visit the dentist. Dentists are doctors who look at your teeth, and if they find any problems, they can take care of them before they get any worse. Your teeth are a part of your body that God made and gave to you to take care of. You can say thank you to God by taking care of the awesome body that He gave you.
If you've ever had a sore throat, a fever, a cough, or a bad earache, then you've probably been to visit a doctor. Doctors and nurses work hard to help us know why we're feeling badly and what we can do to get better. But sometimes we visit the doctor when we're not sick. During a checkup, doctors and nurses take some tests and measurements to make sure nothing's wrong and to help us stay healthy. Let's check one out.
Good morning, Anna. How are you? Hey, Rob. Good to see you guys again. Good morning, Dr. Joe. How are you feeling?
You don't have to be afraid when you go to the doctor's office. The doctors and nurses want to help you.
Eyes and ears and throat. Listen to your chest and feel your tummy. So you don't have to be afraid of anything, all right? Stand up there for me.
They might measure how much you weigh and how tall you've gotten. Those numbers help the doctor know how much you've grown since your last checkup.
Perfect. Step away. Okay, good. You're growing normally.
You might see some tools that have bright lights and magnifying glasses.
Excellent.
They won't hurt.
That's normal.
Doctors and nurses use them to see in small, dark places, like your ears and your
Let's
nose.
look at your nose here for just a minute.
And if you open wide and say, "Ah," they can see your throat. Doctors and nurses also have tools that help them hear better. They use a stethoscope to hear your lungs when you breathe in and out. They also use it to hear your heartbeat. Thump, thump,
Perfect.
thump.
Well,
For some tests, they don't use any tools, just their eyes and hands. When you bend over, they can see if your spine has the right shape. And when you jump up and down, they can check your balance and strength. The doctors and nurses write all the information down, and then at the end of the checkup, they'll let you know how healthy you are. Even if you get both thumbs up for your checkup, the doctors and nurses will probably give you some tips for staying healthy, like eating the right foods, exercising, and washing your hands. Your hands collect lots of germs, so you need to clean them with soap and water. Doctors and nurses do a great job helping us to stay healthy and making us feel better when we do get sick. Aren't you glad there are doctors and nurses in your community?
Sneezings. Sickness has not always existed. We need to remind that how life would have been for Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. No pain, sickness, or death. Before people chose to sin, there was no sickness or death. Because of the choice to sin all those years ago, no all people get sick. A person catches a cold when he touches his eyes or nose after handling something with a cold virus on it. Some things to avoid spreading colds include coughing into your elbow, keeping fingers away from your eyes and nose, disinfecting surfaces using paper products that can be thrown away, and washing hands often.
Doctors help you when you're ill, giving you a shot or pill. Call the doctor when you're sick, he hears your heart go tick, tick, tick.
Welcome back to Exploring Science. You have been learning a lot about being healthy. Do you remember which community helper helps you to stay healthy and helps you when you're sick? It's a doctor. Now, can you think of some of the ways you've learned about staying healthy? Well, we did talk about brushing your teeth a few days ago. We've also talked about eating your fruits and veggies. Another way to stay healthy is to wash your hands. It's very important to wash your hands. Now, when should you wash your hands? Well, you should wash your hands before you eat, after you sneeze, after you play outside, and after you use the restroom. But why should you wash your hands? Well, we wash our hands to get rid of germs that can make us sick. When we touch things that other people have touched, we can get their germs on us. Now, germs are tiny little things that are so small you can't see them just with your eyes. You need a microscope to see them. Now, here's a picture of what they would look like under a microscope. And there are lots of types of different germs too. All right, let's practice how to wash our hands. Now let's pretend like this glitter here is germs, okay? And so right now, my hands are nice and clean, no germs on my hands, but if I touch something that has germs on it, you can see that I got lots of germs on my hands. So what is going to be the best way to clean them? Well, what if I just use like a paper towel or a cloth, okay, and try to wipe some of these off? Well, it got some germs off, but there's still a lot of germs on my hands there. Oh, I know. I'm going to use hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer will work and make my hands clean. I don't think that's going to work, actually. There's still a lot of germs all over my hands. You can see them there. Lots and lots of germs. I know. I'm just going to dunk it right in the water, and that's going to take care of it. Oh! Nope. Okay, water by itself still left lots of germs on my hand. All right, I guess I'm going to have to use the soap. All right, so here's a little bit of soap. I'm going to scrub it together here and then rinse off. All right, now there's still a couple here and there, but you can see that most of the germs are now gone from my hands. And so to get all those germs off, it's not enough just to use a towel or just to use water by itself. You have to use soap and water to get all those germs off. So finally, my hands are clean. Why don't you take a little break right now and go practice washing your hands?
Listening story. Sneezes. Someone in the big family will need lots of tissues today. Achoo! Achoo! Are you coming down with a cold, Josh? Mom asked as she put her hand on Josh's forehead. Josh has not seemed like he was feeling well at breakfast. It's a good thing you have an appointment with Dr. Evans today. He will be able to tell us what to do to make you feel better, said Mom as she finished buttoning Josh's shirt. I miss Dr. Doug, said Kate. We'll miss Dr. Collins, or as you like to call him, Dr. Doug, Kate. He was so good with you, children. I know you love the way he talked like a dog to you, but everyone here says that Dr. Evans is a good doctor. Dr. Evans' waiting room had a cheerful play area filled with books, puzzles, a slide, a chord track, and blood. Josh disappeared into the play area right away. Mom, come look at these puzzles. Mom bent over to look. Does the hen have a cold like yours? Mom teased and handed Josh yet another tissue as a big chew escaped him. Mom was glad to see that Josh felt like playing. Josh, Vic, called the nurse at the door. Time to see Dr. Evans, said Mom. Josh followed Mom down to the hallway. Hi, Josh. I'm Dr. Evans' nurse. How are you doing today? I'm sick, mumbled Josh. I'm sorry to hear that. We have you down for a yearly checkup today. Mom quickly explained. That's fine. Josh woke up this morning not feeling well. I will tell Dr. Evans, promised the nurse. After being weighed and having his temperature taken, Josh waited on the exam table for Dr. Evans to arrive. Hello! You must be Josh Vick. I am Dr. Evans. It is so good to meet you. This is your mother? Asked the doctor as he walked into the room. My nurse told me that you were feeling well today. After giving Josh a thorough examination, Dr. Evans washed his hands and then came over to where Josh and Mom sat. Josh, you're in a great shape. You have been grown 2 inches since you last saw Dr. Collins. You must be eating the right things and getting lots of exercise. The reason you're not feeling well is that you have picked up a cold germ. You won't feel very well for the next few days. You will need to drink a lot of water and juice and try to rest. I know your mom will take good care of you. Do you have any brothers or sisters, Josh? Kate and Sam, answered Josh. All of your family members need to be sure to wash their hands so that your home won't make everyone else sick. Achoo! Okay, and don't forget to cover your sneezes, Josh. Okay, let's make some comprehension about the reading. How does Mom know that Josh has a cold? He sneezes, she feels in his forehead, and notices that he does not feel well at breakfast. Who does Kate say she misses? Dr. Doug, the nice funny doctor they used to see before they moved to Pine Hill. What does the doctor tell Josh to do to take care of his cold? Drinks a lot of water and juice, also to rest. What does the doctor suggest that the family do to keep everyone from getting Josh cold? Wash their hands often.
Hear the X sound in the E words, an engine and an X, an exit and an bedspread. All of these words have an E.
Circle the picture that shows ways to keep your teeth healthy. Toothbrush, toothpaste, dental floss, candy, cupcake, and an apple. So the correct could be toothbrush, toothpaste, dental floss, and an apple. Okay, now we're going to write the uppercase E. Remember, begin near to the top, swing around to the middle, swing around again. Near to the top, swing around the middle, and swing around again. Near to the top, swing around to the middle, swing around again. Uppercase E. Okay, now we're going to pretend our green crayon or green color is a tube of toothpaste. We're going to fill in the uppercase E with our toothpaste. Uppercase E. So we're going to color it. Uppercase E. Okay, now we're gonna circle 4 things that help you not to give a cold to someone else when you are sick. Clean the house. Cover when you sneeze. Wash your hands and put on your hands some hand sanitizer. Okay, again, we are going to write uppercase E, lowercase e, and the word wet. Uppercase E, lowercase e, and the word wet. W-E-T. Wet. Wet. Okay, now we're going to mark the question that matches the picture. It is a hen. It is a 10. The answer is it is a hen. It is a set, or it is a net. The answer is it is a net. Now we're going to read. Here is the hen. Again, here is the hen. Now we're going to cut up these pictures and glue them in order. First one, second, third, and fourth one. We're going to glue them in order. So the first one, we're going to put it in here. The second one, the third one, and the fourth one. That's the correct way to wash your hands. And now we're going to write the sentence, the hen sits. So we start with the uppercase T. The hen sits. Remember to put a dot at the end of the sentence. The hen sits. To match the food. Here we have an apple, cucumber, peach, a glass of milk, and an ice cream cone. So apple with apple, we're going to make a line. Cucumber with the cucumber is in here, make a line. Peach and peach. Glass of milk with a glass of milk, and an ice cream cone with another ice cream cone. Now we are going to circle the middle E. Here we have different words like set, bed, cat, den, bug, and red. So we're going to circle when we listen the middle E. Set, bed, cat, there's no middle E in here. Den, bug, red. We'll talk about here the song initial and middle E. Here we have N, elf, edge, lead, bed, and red. We're going to mark the initial E first. Here we have and. Here it is. Elf, lead, edge, bed, and red. Now the middle E. Lead is in the middle, bed is in the middle, and red, that the E is in the middle too. Now we're going to talk about the high frequency words. I, is, here, she, the, and what. Again, I, is, here, she, the, and let's review high frequency words. She, the, here, and is. We're going to fill the blanks. So, is, space, cooking. Please put your code, space. Team is, space, leader. Where, space, my hat. There is, space, mouse in the cage. So we're going to fill the blanks. Is she cooking? Please put your coat here. Tim is the leader. Where is my hat? There is a mouse in the cage. Again, is she cooking? Please put your coat here. Tim is the leader. Where is my hat? There is a mouse in the cage. A word is. This is the pattern IS. It makes up one family of words. The last part of each of the words looks alike. We have already learned to read the word is. Word is. Now we will learn it as a word family and add a rhyming word. For example, I am looking for my pencil. Here it is. This pencil is his. Okay, now we're going to practice again the final S. It's like a review. So when we heard the final S, we're going to circle the word. Here we have wins, his, sip, said, as, is, Kate, since, and pins. So remember, when we heard the sound final S, we're going to circle. Wins, his, sip, set, as, is, Kate, since, and pins. Final S.
Okay, letter E. We're gonna circle each picture that has the sound of E you hear in the middle of web. Here, web. Hen. Again, hen. Cake. Cake. Nine. Nine. Ice cream. Ice cream. Bed. Bed. We need to circle. Jet. Jet. Goat. Goat. We're gonna read net and wet. Again, net and wet. Now we're gonna color the E bodies, uppercase and lowercase of E. We need to find letter E as elephant, and we're going to color. Here we have one. Here's another E. Here's another. Another one in here. Remember, lowercase and uppercase E. E as elephant. Here's other one. Here we have lowercase and uppercase E. And the last one is in here. So here we have an elephant. Now we are going to draw a line to match each picture with the correct word. This is a hen. Hen or 10? Hen. She is wet. Wet or net? Wet. She hits. Hit or his? Hit. So let's read. Is his. Again, is his. Now we're going to draw a line to match each word with the correct picture. That's Annette. She sits. And number 10. Sit, net, and 10. We need to find sit. Net, sit. Net, where's the net? Here or here? Here. 10, number 10. In here. Now we are going to read the word and color it. The word is his. So you need to grab a color, in this case the red color, and we're going to paint the word his. Lowercase h, I, remember the dot, and the letter S. This word is his. Okay, we're going to mark the correct sentence for each picture. I hit. I sit. The correct sentence is I hit. Now, I hit it. I set it. The correct one is I set it. Set the table. Okay, now we're gonna color each balloon that has matching bodies. Each uppercase letter has a lowercase body. For example, E, uppercase and lowercase e, so we're gonna color it. Okay, that's an example. Here, uppercase H and lowercase W. There are no bodies. So we're going to continue. S and I. There are no bodies. Uppercase N and lowercase n. We need to paint it. Okay, uppercase I and lowercase h. Uppercase T and lowercase t. We need to put it some color. So we're going to repeat. Uppercase E, lowercase e. Uppercase N, lowercase n. Uppercase T, lowercase t. Okay, now we're going to mark the correct sentence for each picture. I hit, I sit. The correct one is I sit. It is an egg. It is a hen. The correct is it is a net. Sit in it. Hit it here. Sit it in is the correct. Hit it here. Set it here. Hit it here is the correct. To mark the correct beginning letter. Sunflower. Sunflower with S. Wagon. Wagon with W. Watermelon. Watermelon. W. Waffles. Waffles. W again. Sandcastle. Sandcastle with S. Hot dog. Hot dog with H. Nuts. nuts with N. Tiger, tiger with T. Nest, nest with letter N.
Okay, today we're going to introduce the question mark. A question mark is used to ask a question. Listen to the story. Where are we going, Aunt Dottie? Asked Bob. I picked out a special book for you at the library, and I thought we could go to the park to read it, answered Dottie. Why? Asked Bob. It is a beautiful day, and I thought we have been enjoying being outside. Dottie and Bob walked through sun and sand as they got closer to the bench. Who made these prints? Asked Bob as he stopped down to look. It looks like some little birds were here before us, answered Dottie. Why do you think they were here, Aunt Dottie? Asked Bob. I am sure they were looking for food, explained Dottie. What is the name of the book? Asked Bob as he and Dottie settled themselves on the bench. It is called The Question Book, said Dottie. When I saw it at the library, I knew it was the perfect book for my favorite nephew who loved to ask questions. Here we have the word families ET and ES. This is the ET pattern and ES pattern. It makes up one family of words. The last part of each of the words looks alike. Like people in the family may look alike. The last part of the word in the same family sounds alike, like a rhyme. Here we have different words finishing in ET or ES. Set, net, wet, and west. So we're gonna line the word that is in red on here. I found the word card that made a set. I hit the ball over the net. I spilled my drink and got wet. I like to play with my friend Wes. Review. Here are the song initial E, H, I, N, S, T, and W. Okay, we're going to start first with letter E. When we heard the initial E, we're going to circle. Window, home, secret, engine with E. Neighbor, telephone, and igloo with letter I. H. Window, home, secret, neighbor, telephone, and igloo. I. Window, secret, neighbor, telephone, and igloo. N. Window, secret, neighbor, and telephone. With letter S. Window, secret, telephone, secret. With T. Window or telephone, telephone. And with W. Window. It, in, and S, and it. IT, IN, EN, ES, and ET. Here we have a box of words. Hen, net, set, ten, wet, and west. So we need to fill the blanks with the correct word. A bird, hen. Something you throw a ball into. A net. What mother does to the table? Set. A number word. Number 10. How your toothbrush feels after you have used it. Wet. And a boy's name. Wes. Remember uppercase W. We're going to review some words we already know. Hit, sing, thin, sit, and win. So here we have some clues. And I'm going to read it, the following clue, and you are going to choose the correct word that matches the clue. Something you do to a ball. Hit. Something God hates. God hates sin. What a toy car might be made of. Tin. What do you quietly in church? Sit. What do you like to do in a race? We like to win.